We like to use green tomatoes a lot, normally at the end of the summer at Blackberry Farm, because those tomatoes won't have the opportunity to ripen because the weather will turn cold. So green tomatoes for us are a fall item. Really quickly, what we are going to do is make our pickling liquid for the green tomatoes. Here we have sugar, salt, mustard seeds, pickling liquid, celery seeds, and chili, and a little dill seed. We're gonna put that in a pot. All of these recipes are gonna come with a quick method, and then they're gonna come with a long method. So if you're cooking today and you want to see the product today, use the quick method. If you have some time on your hands, go ahead and use the long method. So we're gonna take our vinegar and heat it up with our spices. If you're doing the long method, you don't have to bring the pickling solution to a boil. You just let time do the pickling. If you're doing the quick method, it's the heat that's gonna help with the pickling. All right. Let's turn this up high. Occasionally stir it because your salt and sugar will fall to the bottom of the pot. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take our green tomatoes. So all of the green tomato can be eaten, even this core. For the quick method, we are simply going to slice the tomato and then cut it into a dice. If you're doing the long method, just leave them in slices, and that way you can use this for anything like a fried green tomato pickle or in a cocktail, which is fantastic in a martini. Lots of options there. We're gonna use all of this tomato, chop it up. The recipe calls for 4 pounds of tomatoes, but if you don't have 4 pounds of green tomatoes, you can certainly use this pickling liquid for anything coming out of the garden. We like to use it for dilly beans. So you take your garden beans, you'll need to blanch them a little bit, shock them, and then you can store them in the pickling liquid. It works for okra and also cucumbers. So while this is coming to a boil, I'm gonna show you guys a little garlic trick, because a lot of people don't use whole heads of garlic at the house because it's kind of a pain. So here we are. I like to use a serrated knife for this because it's a little bit easier. But you wanna cut off the top of the garlic, and then see where the roots are. You're gonna wanna cut just there, ever so slightly, shave it off. Grab a container, any kind of plastic thing, glass jar, cocktail shaker, whatever you got. Shake it up, and then the garlic will peel itself or get so bashed up that the peels come right off with hardly any effort. Did you just have your mind blown? Yeah, you did. It's fine. All right, so garlic hack number 1. And then this peeled garlic will stay in your refrigerator for about a week. And then if you don't get it all off the first time, you can put it back in the shaker and just keep shaking if you're not feeling the peeling. So you'll put 16, I think it is, cloves of garlic. Obviously, if you want to half this recipe, no big deal. If you want to quarter this recipe, even less of a deal. It's just whatever you want to do. We're gonna take our jars. I'm kind of like my grandma, and then I just keep jars from every dang thing that I buy. So like spaghetti sauce or pickles or whatever. I keep them and reuse them for things around the house. So you'll put your green tomatoes in here. You can pack it all the way to the top. And this is for your quick pickle. You're gonna want to ladle in the hot pickling liquid. Go ahead and let that sit at room temperature for about an hour, and then you will have pickled green tomatoes.